Hello and welcome to this edition of Catholic Focus on Capuchin TV, where we bring you stories that matter from the church to the developing stories in the country. My name is Jas Mamaton, and for sign language interpretation is Ken Mwangi. Let's begin with the stories making the headline today. The Archbishop of Nairobi, His Grace Philip Arnold Subiranyolo, has urged the Chameleon Sisters to remain committed to Christ as they celebrated its perpetual profession and the congregation's Golden Jubilee in Kenya. Let's take a look.
Fidelity proclaims to a world often marked by temporary commitments that God is worthy of a life commitment of love. A life commitment of life. Now when you are there, don't now start doubting again, am I being called by God? Where is Eli to translate for me? They are among you. So, yeah, don't doubt your vocation now. Reaching that stage, you must always discern, even in the times of challenges. So, discern, what is God talking to me amid these challenges? In this life I'm living, what is He discerning? What is He telling me? So that I may continue living. That's your vocation also. You are now married to Christ and don't divorce. So you are witnesses, you are the witnesses to encourage younger generations to trust in God's call and to give themselves completely to Him. What you do, you encourage them.
Alarm is growing in Murang'a County following a spike in student violence against teachers, with 4 educators assaulted in separate incidents across the 4 secondary schools within a month. Teachers' union and education officials are now calling for tougher disciplinary measures, warning that the attacks reflect a worrying decline in respect for teachers and school authority. Our reporter Maureen Kimani has more details of this report.
Incidents of students assaulting teachers are becoming an increasing concern in Murang'a County, raising fresh questions about discipline, safety, and the learning environment in schools.
There are 3 cases that have been brought to my attention of teachers having been insulted by students. The most serious is happened at Njora Secondary School in Kigumo Sub-County.
Education stakeholders say attacks against teachers were once rare, but are now becoming more frequent, with the rise being linked to growing cases of school unrest and indiscipline. They warn that 4 reported incidents within a month point to a worrying trend that requires urgent intervention.
It is very uncommon to hear a student beating the teacher. Ordinarily, it is the teacher who disciplines the child or the student. Sasa here in Murang'a, in a span of less than 1 month, we have 4 cases of students assaulting their teachers. It is not a wonder that these cases are coming up in the midst of where we have crisis in schools, arsons, fires, and extreme cases of indiscipline. Now, we have teachers who have been battered, beaten, assaulted in 4 schools. 1 in Murang'a South, 1 in Murang'a East, 1 in Kegumo, and lastly this morning, 1 in Kandara.
There are also concerns that some teachers may be experiencing similar abuse but are choosing not to report the incidents for fear of victimization or lack of action.
It could be other teachers are being stressed, are being battered, are being assaulted without anyone coming to their rescue. Nao pia wenyewe wanaweza kosa kusema. Let it be like this. If in any case mwalimu amekuwa assaulted just like this, small, heavy, dare you not keep quiet? We are here for you. And because the government removed corporal punishment, of course we wanted people to take accountability of the actions. There should be responsibility with accountability.
Teacher unions are now calling for tougher disciplinary measures, including barring students found guilty of assaulting teachers from sitting the KCSE examination, arguing that stricter penalties are necessary to deter future attacks.
The students must fully bear the consequences. And we are going to petition to the SG so that they can intervene and also take this issue to the Ministry of Education. Now, because the KCSE exams are coming, any student found culpable must be brought to the book fast and furious. Number two, they must not sit the Kenya examination, the KCSE. The KCSE at the end of the year. Because if the teacher is being handled by the TSC and the ministry for disciplinary actions, the same measure must be employed to the student and also trickle down to the parents, especially those who find themselves in the school to come and assault and abuse the teachers.
And further saying many teachers, especially female educators, now feel unsafe while carrying out their duties, adding that the perceived leniency in handling such cases is emboldening indisciplined students. They are also arguing the Ministry of Education to strengthen measures aimed at protecting teachers.
So we are requesting the government, that the Ministry of Education, our dear employer at TSC, to look into that matter because when the students start attacking our dear teachers, then it does not go well.
Authorities say disciplinary proceedings have been initiated in accordance with Ministry of Education regulations. The attacks have been condemned, with education officials emphasizing that assaulting or insulting a teacher is a criminal offense and that the reported cases are now under police investigation.
The Ministry of Education is silent, dead as a dodo. We don't want to actually find ourselves in a confusing situation. Let every teacher be respected because they went to those institutions to work. Sasa kama kuna mwalimu amedhulumiwa mahali popote within the confines of Murang'a County, let it be brought to us fast and furious, and we are not going to relent.
As investigations continue, education stakeholders hope that cases will serve as a turning point in restoring discipline in schools and ensuring teachers can work in a safe and secure environment. Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Maureen Kimani.
Kenya has welcomed MS Viking Yi Dun, the first cruise ship to arrive directly from Asia, carrying 717 tourists and 450 crew members to the port of Mombasa. The milestone highlights Kenya's growing appeal as a global cruise destination, with officials projecting even more cruise arrival before the end of the year 2026. Let's take a look.
We started this transition cruise in Shanghai on the 4th of June. And we are going now through Asia, now around Africa, around South Africa, and finally we will end up in Tarragona, Spain, which is just outside of Barcelona. The weather has been beautiful so far, and the weather is perfect today, not too warm for me as a polar bear. So this is very nice. So thank you for having us. And with me somewhere here in the crowd, I have our Hotel General Manager, Derek, and I also have our Chief Engineer, Sunny. So we are very happy to be here. Thank you very much.
We are all aware most of our cruise ships have been coming from Europe, but today this one now is the first one coming from Asia. So we want to thank you, Captain, and we would want to welcome you to the Port of Mombasa. Feel at home. The Port of Mombasa is very safe. And we want to assure you that the Port of Mombasa is committed in ensuring that tourists visiting the Port of Mombasa and Kenya at whole are always safe. We've invested in a very big facility like this just for purposes of cruise vessels. So the other thing again, which I just want everybody to know, is that I think this year we are really blessed. This is the 9th cruise ship visiting the Port of Mombasa, and we are just halfway the year. So it shows so many things that are, escape here we planned. Our purpose of making the Port of Mombasa to be a cruise destination is just coming out now as a reality. We also want to say that in the next 1 month or 2 months, we will also be expecting another cruise ship. And again, we want to extend our appreciation to the County of Mombasa and the national government at large, Kenya Tourism Board, for the splendid work that we are working together in supporting the cruise tourism in our country. At the Port of Mombasa, we continue investing in cruise tourism, in ensuring that the visitors that visit the port, the vessels that bring cruise ships in this port are well taken care of. I think you've heard from the captain on arrival. The ship was provided with pilotage on arrival, which is something also which is very good because we know the time the ship has in the port is very short. And Captain, maybe next time when you visit the port of Mombasa, we would want you to extend at least 2 days. The 1 day is not enough for us to be able to see the good scenery of Mombasa and the good things that you can be able to see in our country. You know, in terms of cruise tourism, as a port, we continue marketing our port as a cruise destination. And when we market the port as a cruise destination also, we market other things also. We market the country also. The Kenya Tourism Board is here. And according to our projection, we expect to receive not less than 20 ships by the end of the year, which is very good for us.
Hello everyone, I'm the guest of Take the Cruise Viking. We're from China and now we are in Mombasa. We'll have day tours in the most ancient city in East Africa. Actually, this is not the first time I've been in Kenya. This is 40 times for me, but it's the first time to take the cruise to take the view of the Mombasa. It's okay.
Youth in Bungoma County have called on political leaders to end the exploitation of young people for political interest, urging them to prioritize economic empowerment through job creation and development programs. Let's take a look.
Speaking during a youth civic engagement forum led by Robinson Wangila Wekesa, the young people said they have for years been used by politicians during election campaigns, only to be abandoned once leaders assume office. They called for greater inclusion in development initiatives, particularly through agriculture, livestock farming, and other income-generating projects that can improve their economic well-being.
Tufanye kazi pamoja kama vijana, tuweze kuelimisha vijana wetu wajue National Youth Council ndo nini, ndo yani kitengo cha kutusaidia sisi kama vijana ili tuweze kujihikimu maisha yetu. Sasa rafiki yangu Robinson alisema, rafiki yangu tafadhali kuja tutembelee pamoja ili tuweze kuelimisha vijana wajue mambo na National Youth Council kwanza. Kitu cha kwanza chenye tuko nacho, tunataka vijana wetu wapate kazi na wajue haki yao kama vijana. Kwa mfano tunaelekea wakati wa uchaguzi, inatakana tujiakue viongozi wazuri, alafu tujipange pia tutafute kadi ya kura. Kama hauna kadi ya kura tafadhali utafute kadi. Ukue mama, ukue mbaba, tafuta kadi ya kura. Kadi ya kura ndio itafanya wewe ndio uchakue kiongozi mwenye unataka. Tafadhali naomba vijana wenzangu tutafute kadi ya kura. Ukiona mahali wana register uchukue kura. Wangapi hapa wamechukua kura tafadhali? Wangapi wamechukua kura na wangapi wako kadi? Tuko kadi, si ndio? Saka tuko kadi tafadhali tujipange tujue wenye tunachagua viongozi. Sisi ndio viongozi tuko na sisi ndio tutakuwa baadaye na tutaendelea kukua.
Wa youth leader Bokoli Ward, na mimi nimesimama pamoja na wenzangu ambao tunatafuta hizi viti. Tunaomba kwamba tukaweza kujipanga sisi kama vijana, tukaweza kuingia katika serikali na hii pia ikaweza kutusaidia kuempower ourselves. Ama namna gani?
The youth also vowed not to allow themselves to be used to incite violence or disrupt political meetings, saying they are determined to promote peace and focus on building their future. At the same time, they challenged current leaders to mentor and support young people with leadership ambitions instead of criticizing or discouraging them.
Kwa vijana tunatangaza tuko ngangari kabisa. Mimi niko ready kusupport, tuko ready sisi kama vijana kusapotiana sisi kwa sisi. Ikwe kijana ako na pesa ama hana pesa. Sisi tunataka vijana tushikane na pia Buya West mahali popote kila kijana aonekane. Kuna vitu nyingi kwa serikali ambazo zinafanyika na vijana hatupati hiyo information. Information ikikuja kwa ofisi kama ni kwa assistant chief inabaki.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Larry Gonzaga.
Panic has spread across part of Taita Taveta County after a lion strayed into villages, killing livestock and leaving residents demanding urgent action from wildlife authorities. Let's get that report.
Residents of Tausa and Ndome villages in Taita Taveta County are living in fear after lions believed to have strayed from Savo East National Park attacked and killed several goats. The attacks have left many families struggling, with livestock farmers saying their animals are their primary source of income.
Sisi hapa wakaji wa Tausa tunasumbuliwa sana na wanyama wa pori wamezidi. Kwa sasa tumesumbuliwa sana na simba. Simba anamaliza mali yetu tangu wiki iliyopita paka sasa paka jana. Watu wa wildlife wanakuja lakini hawezi fanya chochote wala hawezi shika huo mnyama anaitwa simba.
Tumekuwa na simba hapa. Na hawa simba si mmoja walikuwa kadhaa. Na wameua mifugo wengi sana. Nafikiri kufikia sasa zinapita karibu zaidi ya 50. Watu wamepoteza ng'ombe, mbuzi, kondoo na kadhalika. Sasa simba hawa KWS wanakuja, wanafetua vitu vyao, wanarudi usiku huo simba anavamia bongo fulani. Jana wamekuwa hapa juu. Hili inatia wasiwasi sasa. Imesemekana hawa simba wamepanda hii mlima ya Mbololo. Hii mlima ya Mbololo iko very cool. Pale kuna miti, kuna nyani, kuna tumbiri na nasikia simba wanapenda sana hiyo. Sasa wakiingia huko juu hawatoki. Na juzi na jana wamelalia huko juu.
Nasikia hawa simba ni karibu 4 na wako na watoto 6. Na wamepiga kambi hapa na hawajaenda mbali. Saa hii watu wakichunguza wamepanda hapa juu mlimani na wako hapa.
Residents are now calling on the Kenya Wildlife Service to immediately remove the lions before more livestock is lost and human lives are put at risk.
Tunaomba serikali KWS wachukue majukumu yao, watoe hawa wanyama mara moja. Sisi wataita hatuna ile hamaki ya kuwa wanyama pori na hatuwezi kuwa wanyama pori, lakini wakitaka tuwe tunapambana nao tu, lakini sisi hatuna hiyo tabia. Tungependa tu benefit kutoka kwa wanyama pori, tupate faida wakati KWS wanapata faida na sisi tupate faida.
Na sisi wakaji wa Tausa tunaomba serikali ingilie kati ili hii shida ya wanyama wa pori wanaotusumbua waishe. Serikali ikiingilia kati hata sisi wananchi tutapata mwelekeo mzuri na tutapata faida za hawa wanyama.
Ngolia Ward Member of County Assembly Jones Maganga has urged KWS to act swiftly, pledging to follow up the matter until affected residents receive justice and compensation.
Watu wa KWS tunataka muwajibike. Watu wa KWS, madirectors ni marafiki zangu, nyinyi tunajuana. Muje Ngolia, mulete nyumba ya kushika hizi simba, ama sisi wenyewe tutaketi ndugu na marafiki tuone hizi simba tutazishughulikia vipi.
Human wildlife conflict remains one of the biggest challenges facing Taita Taveta County, with delayed compensation for victims continuing to fuel frustration among communities. Gabriel Mokoma, Ngolia, Taita Taveta.
Growing concerns over political violence and alleged enforced disappearance have drawn sharp criticism from Kiharu MP Ndindi Nyoro, who has warned that the trend poses a serious threat to constitutional freedom and national unity. Let's take a look.
Kila siku tunaangalia runinga, tunaona siku hizi wahuni wanaenda mpaka kanisani kama vile tuliona All Saints. Kama askari wako hapo wamepewa orders na wakubwa wao waachane na hao wahuni. Nchi ambayo ilikuwa inapeleka askari kule Haiti kupigana na uhalifu kama hii na gunism, ndio tu serikali yenyewe inafanya kazi kama gunism. It is a very big shame. Na ni vizuri wajue, for any country to thrive, peace is very important. And we have a situation in the country where the disturbance of peace is coming from the government itself. Hatujawahi ona wakati mwingine kama huo, ati mnakuja mkutano, mnaenda siasa, ati fujo ile inatokea sio ya raia, ni serikali na wakubwa wa serikali wanatuma wahuni kuleta fujo. I think that is very wrong. Na Wakenya ni vizuri tukemee hiyo maneno, because we will not allow a few people to take our country into that slippery path.
Kiambu Governor Kimani Wamatangi has dismissed call to split Kiambu County or separate it from the Mount Kenya region, describing the proposal as a political motivated and divisive while urging leaders to focus on development and service delivery instead of regional politics. Let's get that report from Stella Mudhoni.
Speaking during an empowerment program for Boda Boda Sacco Sindika constituency, Wamatangi accused proponents of the proposals resorting to divisive politics after failing to deliver meaningful development during their time in office. The governor challenged the leaders to account for their development record, insisting that Kiambu residents are more concerned with improved services and economic empowerment than political rhetoric.
Hapa ndani ya hii dhika nao wachoraji wanajifanya tituma huyu useme Kiambu East, unasema Kiambu East, wanaenda kupiga picha barabara huko mahali zimejengwa Nairobi atikuweka hii ni Kiambu East na hii Kiambu West. Kuja tuoneshe yako wewe mwenyewe ile umejenga. Kuja hesabu madarasa kama hiyo Wamatangi ana hesabu ya watoto ndani ya kaunti mzima. Na hakuna darasa imeandikwa East ama West ama wapi. Darasa yote imeandikwa Kiambu County.
He also rejected claims that Kiambu should be recognized as a separate region, saying such proposals have no constitutional foundation and are aimed at weakening the county's political influence.
Region ni kusema nini? Katiba ya Kenya inatambua constituency na inatambua county. Ama namna gani jameni? Kwani kuna katiba nyingine mtu anaenda kujiandikia? Ate muitwe region. Region nini? Hakuna pesa inapeanwa kwa region, mtapata pesa mingi.
Wamatangi further defended his support for the one man, one vote, one shilling revenue sharing formula, saying his position has always been to ensure equitable allocation of national resources to counties with larger populations.
Mimi Wamatangi ndio nilileta one man, one vote, one shilling. Mulikuwa wapi? Wakati nilikuwa ninachukiwa na nchi nzima, ati mimi ninaongea mambo ya ukabila nikisema sisi ni wengi tupatieni pesa nyingi, na nilikuwa ndani ya bunge. Mulikuwa huko, mukanyamaza.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, I am Stella Mudhoni.
That's all we had for you on this edition of Catholic Focus. Thank you for watching. My name is Jas Mavaton and Ken Mangi was our sign language interpreter. God bless you.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.